reached 1,000 followers on my Twitch page, and I think that's a very huge feat considering this is only my second year of streaming. And I had planned to reach the 1K around August, where I'm doing my affiliate anniversary. So considering I got to the 1K in April is not something to sneeze at. And I am really grateful to every single person who has ever followed or chatted in the stream or subscribed or anything like that. Cause here we are. Here we are. And I decided I wanted to do something big for this, something I'd never do on my own, and that's bake a cake. So I had Dan help me with this because he's good at baking and I'm not. The plan was that I would do some of the scenes, record like 3 seconds of me doing it, and then he'd do the rest offline. And then I got super lazy and I told him to just do everything. So in case you're wondering, oh my God, Senti turned white. No, I didn't. It's just a white man jump scare. But I could not have made this cake without assistance. So a huge thank you to him as well. For my 1K celebration, I'm going to be having lots of friends come and play Among Us with me, which seems to be the theme game of my channel. Usually for events like this, I love to get people and just have us all hang out. I'm super allergic to collabs normally, and I usually only do them for big things like this. And I'm so happy that a lot of them have said yes. So that would be an amazing time, and I can't wait. I'll try not to get too sappy because this is a 5-minute video, but I did not think that I would get here anytime soon. Obviously, like any person on the internet, I would compare myself with everyone else and see people who got to 1K in like the first month of streaming or the first 2 months, or they got to partner within 3 months. And it would just be a terrible comparing game over and over. Like, why are you still streaming? You're not making any money from it and you're not popular either. You're just wasting your time and space. And I really do try not to listen to that because if I did, I would have quit like ages ago. And I'm still figuring out what I want to do with my chungus little life. But I think what I'm doing right now is okay. Might not be the best thing, but it's okay. I get to show my art. I get to hang out with people. I get to be silly and annoying and loud. I think that's something to be grateful for. You know, I'm glad I have this space. I'm glad I've been given this space. And I'm glad I've met so many of you guys through putting myself out there. I think that's the highlight of all of this streaming stuff. It's not the money, it's not the views or whatever. It really is just meeting people, which is so corny, cheesy, and cringe. Especially coming from me, because I don't like talking to people that much. But I make an exception for cool beings like you. I wanted to highlight some of the people that have been here since the start. One of my first few followers and people who are still active in the chat, and all of my founders on the channel. You guys are amazing and super sweet and super kind. And I'm really surprised a bunch of you are still active. I can't even imagine hanging out with somebody for this long. And, you know, I'm grateful, in case I haven't said that over and over again. I sound like a broken record at this point, but I don't want it to ever be forgotten. I don't want you to doubt or to wonder if this person you're supporting even cares at all. I care so much. I care so insanely much. I am so indebted. And all I can do to hopefully pay this back is by keeping on, and making more art and giving back to you guys in the different ways that I can. Whether that's by giving you free art, or whether it's just by showing up to a stream or posting a video. This has been a very wild journey, and made friends, I've lost friends, I've encountered opportunities, and I've also lost opportunities as well. It hasn't been perfect, and it hasn't been terrible the entire way, so I don't know. I think it's literally just been a fun ride. The least stressful, quote-unquote, job I've ever had. And I hope it actually becomes a job one day, so I can show you guys more cool stuff, and you guys will hopefully like it, or else I'll cry. Either way, I hope you like this cake. I forgot to mention that we're making sponge cake because it's my favorite kind of cake. I had it once when I was like 12 years old, and I got addicted, and I've been chasing that cake for years. And I think It actually is pretty close to the one I had when I was 12. It was delicious and I love it. I loved it. I love sponge cake. It's my favorite. I'm so basic. I love anything that's close to vanilla. Anyways, enough of my yip yap yapping clearly. I think you have better things to do with your time now, and we've reached the end of this video. Thank you so much to all my amazing supporters, and thank you who's watching this. You guys are amazing and so cool and so fun and yummy and tasty. I'll see you all next time. My voice cut out. I'll cringe.